everyone. I'm Mother Diva, the Madam Ambassador of House and Electronic Dance Music, a community activist and talk show host. And I want to welcome everyone to the street sign dedication for Chicago's own godfather of street dance. Oh, this Frankie Knuckles, we already gave him one. Godfather of street dance, Adolfo Shabba Quinones. Make some noise, this is such an honor. I want to introduce you guys to your master of ceremony, who is the radio personality for House of Freestyle. Give it up for freestyle music, Harv Roman.
All right, stop with all that. True, I've been doing radio work for a long time, but my ties to Adolfo basically came because he and I both were students here at Talcott School. And during interviews, he would talk about Mrs. Fisher, who's in heaven now, but she made such an impact on his life that when we're doing the interview, his voice cracks up a little bit, and I'm like changing the topic because I'm not Oprah and I'm not trying to make people cry. But his years here at Talcott, and Eric will tell you, I think they lived on Erie Street right behind the school, made a big difference to him. Then all of a sudden, kitty corner from the school is what's now known as Walcott School. Walcott School used to be the Union League Boys and Girls Club. So here I am once again talking to Adolfo on the radio and off the air about the club. And at the time I didn't realize he was talking about the club until later on, because he's talking about this youth center. They taught him how to shoot pool. They treated him like somebody when he was just a little 11-year-old, 10-year-old kid, and his voice is cracking. And it turned out, I said, wait a minute. And then I explained the building. And it turned out it was the Boys and Girls Club that taught him how to shoot pool at the age of 9 or 10. And during the interview, if you listen to it, he talked about his first trophy coming from that Boys and Girls Club. His first stage was here at Talcott School. And we ended up bonding because of that. We ended up becoming friends. And he always enjoyed talking about his roots, not only the Greens, but here, the neighborhood. And he would always ask about certain personalities and certain names. And somehow or another, that club that received him in open arms and gave him his first trophy, this school that gave him his first stage, ended up leaving an impact on him. And I think it's neat that I got to know him. I was lucky enough to be a friend of his. And now all of a sudden, with Mother Diva and with Eric and with Deshaun, with all of you, we are able to celebrate the fact that there's a street sign about to be unveiled for somebody who was from the neighborhood, somebody who can relate to these kids, somebody that maybe looks like these kids, somebody whose background is similar to these kids, because a lot of times street signs go up and the kids don't know who they are. But you can look up, well, Alderman La Spada did. I remember when we did the holiday, he said, yeah, I went on YouTube, man, this guy is amazing. And that's what it is, it's a little education involved. So you'll see somebody dressed up like that, and there's Adolfo Shabba Quinones. I don't want to hog the mic. But yeah, my ties were to the club and then to the school and then eventually through radio, so I was very, very lucky to be able to get to know him. Before we move on, there's a couple of family members here, and I asked them if they wanted to address the gathering here. And so I'm going to pass the mic for a minute to Eric Von Smith, who's Adolfo's brother, and let him talk a little bit about his brother, because he too was one of the kids on Erie Street, just down on the block. This is Eric.
Bravo. Think about Adolfo and all of the wonderful achievements he did attain through hard work and perseverance. Of course, I've known him all his life. And he always looked up to me as his big brother, to the point that when we lived at Cabrini Green for a while, Adolfo, always very smart, ran upstairs and says, Rick, it was my nickname then, they're short a man from basketball at Cabrini. I said, sure, I'll come down and play basketball at Cabrini Green. So when I got there, they said, oh, you're the big brother that came out here to... Yeah, I'm glad it went. So he's always been alert and smart and adaptive, to the point that when I think of Victor Hugo, who of us have heard of Hugo? Okay, he said, grander than the march of a mighty army into war is an idea whose time has come. We all remember Shabba got started. His time came.
This is amazing. I was Shabba last manager before he passed away. And, you know, it was so unexpected, but he lived a legacy. He was an icon, he was a legend. And it was an absolute pleasure working with him as his manager and then still continue to be a part of his legacy. I just want to thank so much the Adamants for allowing this day to happen. So thank you so much. Mother Diva, Har, thank you guys so much for all the effort. Guys, this was over a 2-year project, and these individuals right here will be diligently working on it, making sure that it would not be an effort that was not going to happen. So I'm just so elated, guys. I don't even know what to say. I feel like crying and breakdancing and all that, but this is a wonderful opportunity for Shab. I know he's looking down and he's so happy right now that he's getting his flowers. And, you know, when he was alive, he got his flowers. You know, all over the world, he has fans. And still to this day, hitting me on a daily. Where's Shab? Where's Shab's mom? Where's the family? And things like that. And so he's happy right now. I believe he's happy and he's smelling down. But thank all of you guys again. Mother Diva, Har, Eric, Rashawn, of course, and everyone, all the admins and things like that that were involved with this effort. Thank you so very much, guys.
I don't have a speech. You hear me? Okay, good. I don't have a speech prepared, so I'm just gonna spit it off the dome the best way I can. I'm Valentin Quinones, Shabba's son, aka Shabba 2. First off, let me say that I love you, Dad. I miss you. I want you here to see this. I worked very hard to get here. I'd like to thank everyone, family, friends who been helping keeping this legacy alive. I appreciate it. Doc, Titan, that's my man. It's risky business. Thank you, Har, Mother D, you too, Robert. I'd like to thank all of you. Let me leave it with this. As he used to tell all his students, he used to say, never strive to be okay. To be good. Always strive for greatness and believe in the beat. Thank you.
Doing a live piece of art right now. If you had been on the blue line near Logan Square a couple of years ago, the mural that I'm wearing on my polo was on the walls over there in Logan Square. I took a picture of it because I thought, hey, I know Adolfo. I think I'm going to hang on to this picture. And then eventually, I put him on a polo shirt so I can brag about him and keep him in memory. And Mills was the one that created that piece of work over there, and now he's doing a whole other piece of work. And it includes Cabrini Green, which was Adolfo's photo. And obviously it includes Adolfo's things pulled from the mural. So I appreciate Mills coming out. Thank you. And yeah, I appreciate all of you. There's a lot of family members here today. Family members in blood, and then family members because you end up adopting each other as family members. This is Quinones right here. There's family here. Adolfo's literal family along with him. And there's family right here that I want to say hello to, and let's all get some respect to Adolfo's family who's here outside of his grammar school and outside of his Boys and Girls Club in a community that became very important. I see kids from the Valentin school surrounding me. You may not know who Adolfo was or who Shabba was. Talk to Kelly. You need to see Breaking 1, Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo, Lambada. Behind me, somebody else in tribute to Adolfo. So you can say hello. What's your name again? Poppin' Chuck. And that was his forte, right? Pop locking. So that's Poppin' Chuck. I also want to introduce people that were literally responsible for the holiday a couple of years ago and literally responsible for what we're about to see, because this doesn't happen without the alderman's involvement, without city council's involvement. We can love Adolfo, we can remember Adolfo, we can get an Adolfo shirt, but there are only few people that can get a street sign for somebody like Adolfo. So hands up and a round of applause, please, for the alderman, Daniel Espada.
It's going to be the best if I stand the closest to the receiver. I was an AV tech for like 10 years before I was an alderman. It's really great to be here today. The role we play is the most logistical, governmenty, uncool aspect of honoring cool people. And that's his epitome, right? This impossible, indelible coolness. Because the fact is, there's nothing that you can buy that makes you cool. There's nothing you can wear that makes you cool. It's not about taste. It's about shameless originality. It's about being yourself and being the greatest version of yourself, no matter what that means to anybody else. And people recognize it in your time and sometimes after your time. And so that's why I'm really glad to be here. He's genuinely one of the coolest people that this neighborhood has ever produced. His impact is felt generations hence, and I'm just so grateful. And I will just say, just my dad passed in 2017. I know how it is to want him to be here with you in this moment, as I've wanted my dad to be present in so many moments. He is 100% with us, and I know that he is so proud of you as he is proud of every moment that we're celebrating him and keeping his memory alive with us. So thank you for allowing me to be this very small facilitator of a very beautiful moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Look at this tribute right here. This is what it looked like 35, 40 years ago when so many people wanted to be Shabba like on that t-shirt right there, but they sported it like this, and not Cabbage Patch, this is way before that. I'm going to introduce somebody to you so then he can say hello to you as well. And what prompted him to come out was a soul trained dancer, just like Adolfo was, ladies and gentlemen.
Shabba's meant a lot to me. What a lot of people don't know is I did a mural also in Los Angeles on 50th and Crenshaw. It's called the Crenshaw Wall. We did it 21 years ago. And I did a locking character on the wall. So it represents Shabba. It represents the original Campbell locker, called Campbell locking. That's the original name for the dance called Campbell locking. And after that came pop locking. So he's been an inspiration ever since. Since 1973, when I first seen him on the Carol the Show. And ever since then, I've been emulating him and dancing like him. Dancing like the lockers and also the poppers for that generation. So, and it's an honor to meet him when he came here in 2013, and he actually went to the wall and actually took a picture in front of it. I tried to get in touch with the other lockers, and he was the only one that actually went and took a picture in front of it. So, our tribute is the dance. That is the tribute. The legacy is the dance. It's the spirit. It's the spirit of unity. It's the spirit of freedom. It's the spirit of just having fun and being yourself and dancing. So that's what I give from Shabba. Love, respect, and honor to his memory. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I just want to take this time. We have a special presentation for the family. I want to take this time to thank a few people. KFC, the manager, Ms. Sims, at 1144 Southwestern donated all of the Kentucky Fried Chicken. And the reason why we chose KFC is because, for those of you who may or may not know, when Shab was a soul trained dancer, Don Cornelius paid all the dancers at KFC. So we thought it would be a joke. He's probably laughing somewhere in the spirit world. I'd like to thank Gus Gonzalez for technical support for our film screening. We're having a film screening tomorrow, and I have about 37 seats left, so if you would like to attend the screening, it's going to be a screening of Break It and Break It 2. Lollipop is going to come on the live feed and do a Q&A. I want to thank Hip Hop Poet Mannerism, the Chicago film community, the Ross Pot School down the street, the old Boys and Girls Club. They donated the tables, the chairs, and the podium. I want to thank DJ Houseboy for the generator for power. DJ Carl Willis, our sound man, give it up for him. I'd like to thank Moonlight Productions from West Los Angeles for editing music and video. And a special thank you is going to Alderman Jeanette Taylor of the 20th Ward. She has approved us to go and do a mural of Shabba on 63rd and Wallace on Sunday from noon to 7. She was very excited about this because she wants to beautify the Inglewood community. So we're going to be doing that, and I'll have more information about that. The mural will be registered with the city of Chicago and go on the no tag list, and will be submitted to be considered for a permanent location. I have a very special presentation that I would like to present to Shab's family. First of all, I met Shabba in 2014 on Facebook, and I interviewed him, and he talked about how house music influenced his dance style. In addition to that, we communicated on social media over the years. In November of 2020, he came on my live feed to discuss the 50th anniversary of Soul Drink. Soul Drink started here in Chicago on August 17, 1970. It was a live show. They have no tape recordings of the original episode of Soul Drink. It was done live. And because of that, I wanted to pay homage to him. I believe in giving people their flowers while they're still here. And the city of Chicago honored me with a holiday resolution, and I wanted to pay it forward to him, and he was very excited. And then a month later, he got out of his body. And we were all crushed and devastated. And Shab was a Devo, so I said, you know what, he did this on purpose because he wanted a street sign. And he know the only way you can get a street sign is if you're exit stage left, or unless you're a nonprofit. So we gave him a holiday on his birthday, May 11, 2021, over by the Greens. Alderman Lasada was there, and Alderman Barnett. And I wanted to do the street sign in the 27th Ward where Alderman Barnett is, but they had no more street signs available. Each alderman gets 2 per year. So Harv Roman, come on up here, because this is really for you. I could not have done this without Harv Roman. He was the one who came up with the fabulous idea to go to Alderman Lasada, who was the first ward alderman, and ask him if he had any street signs available, and he did. Now let me tell you, Talcott, which the school Shabba went to, was in the 27th ward. The 27th ward was redistricted to the 1st ward. And as of Monday, we have a new mayor, y'all, Brandon Johnson. It's now the 36th ward. So we've come to the conclusion that Chicago is bipolar and doesn't know where it wants to be. And so, because of this, Harv, I have a very special gift that I want to give you. Come on this side. Come on in front. So listen, we have a very special gentleman out here today, Maurice Davis, who also known as Titan Davis, who's one of our DJs and music producers. He's a graphic designer. And his father, Percy Davis, owned the N&G Food Mart across the street from Cabrini Green. He gave many families credit and sometimes free items. He fed Shab and his family on various occasions. So Harv Roman, thank you so much for helping my vision come to life. I couldn't have done this without you. And I will present to you this very special collage. Turn it around. That Titan made. And I also have some for the family. Rashawn, come on up. In addition to that, where's my young lady? It took us 2 years to get this done. Lori Lightfoot, the mayor, Rashawn, come on up. She signed the resolution. This was the last thing that Lori Lightfoot signed before she left office. So this was the resolution that Alderman Laspada and Alderman Barnett done, and I worked really hard to get the mayor to sign it. And so I wanted to make sure you guys had a copy of it.
That's awesome.
And because you are his son, we would like for you to pull the string. Okay. Oh, we can actually. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, play music. Okay, so.
There's a will, there's a way. Oh, wow. balloons.
Oh, this is so awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We have a little bit of food and dancing. That's hard.
Harp! Harp, guys!
Boom, 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 back. Boom, 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 back.